So the evidence is mounting that Benjamin Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel, aka Bibi, is dead. This has been going on for quite a few days now, and it's looking more and more like not only is he dead, but he's been dead for a couple of days, maybe even over a week now. Who knows? This is really, really big news. And it makes you wonder, why are they hiding this? But let's go through all the evidence. There's also going to be some bonus videos, bonus tweets, and things like that that I think are funny or important, just for, bonus stuff. I like bonus stuff. So, this all started around March 14th or so. It's March 16th right now, 2026. That there were reports that Bibi was killed along with his brother. I heard about that. And this is claiming 6 generals as well. And yes, it seems like other generals and other military leaders have been killed throughout this whole thing. So here, this is going to show like a video of Bibi where he has 6 fingers. So let's watch this one first. Hold on, let's see this. And you can see 6 fingers there. Well, that's strange. And then this one.
I listened to you on the.
The president wants you. Sorry, the president wants you right away.
Oh, okay. Okay. No problem at all. See you shortly.
Okay, so just to give some context about what you're watching right now, this was an interview that some guy named Scott Bessent, I don't know who that is, important guy, was doing an interview, and then all of a sudden he was urgently called away for a conversation with Trump. And then when he returned, he was visibly shaken that something had happened, that Trump told him something extremely, whatever it was, it unnerved him.
Mr. Secretary.
You can work that in.
Mr. Secretary, I have to say, it's a first, I'm sure a last as well, that an interviewee's been pulled away to go to the Situation Room. How was the president? Was he stressed?
No, the president is in great spirits. The Iranian mission is proceeding well ahead of schedule, and I have to tell you, Wolf, that I've a teenager who's considering military service, and I could give this team my highest compliment, from President Trump to the head of the Joint Chiefs to the Secretary of War. I would say that I would trust my child's life in their hands.
So he appears to be shaken, nervous, perhaps even scared. That's what people are saying. The hypothesis is that he was taken away urgently, suddenly, during an interview, which is extremely unusual and very rarely happens. And it's believed that he was told by Trump that Bibi was dead. And perhaps even other military leaders, Bibi's brother and those generals. Let's watch this video.
You heard it here first. According to my sources, Benjamin Netanyahu has indeed been eliminated. On the night of March 1st, on March 2nd, Benjamin Netanyahu's house, or wherever he was hiding, was struck by a Fatah missile from Iran. He was then put into an artificial coma, and they wanted to fly him out of the country. But when they reached out to the European countries for help, they said, no, thank you. Except Germany. As we all know, his plane...
He sounds a little like Kermit the Frog, not gonna lie, but it works.
The Wing of Zion was spotted in Germany, in Berlin, if I remember correctly. He allegedly then spent about a week in coma in Germany and passed away on March 11th. And allegedly, they're going to publish this news tomorrow, on the 15th. And this is according to my sources. They might be wrong, but they might be right. You heard.
So the 15th came and went, and while they did not announce Bibi's death, what they did do was they put out a video of Bibi going to a coffee shop and pretending like everything is normal, except there were anomalies. Long story short, it's believed by many people that it's AI, and even according to Grok and other AI tools to detect AI, it's looking like that video is indeed AI. But we'll get to that when we get to that. Let's see. So, what's this stupid guy's name? Netanyahu? No, it's Yair Netanyahu. That's his son. So, Yair Netanyahu used to be tweeting like 30 to 40 times a day. This is the son of Bibi Netanyahu, Yair, who's gay, by the way. I just want to throw that out there. He's gay, and he's been living in America while his people are fighting in this war. He's just chilling with his gay partner, I guess, in Florida, I think. And he was posting 30 to 40 times a day until something happened. And at the time of this tweet, which was March 13th, which was 3 days ago, it was 5 days since Yair Netanyahu posted anything. He has been radio silent for over a week now. And Stu Peters is asking, did you get some bad news about an unexpected tragedy in the family, bro? Yeah, look at all this stuff this guy used to tweeting 30 to 40 times a day, very active on social media, and then all of a sudden, over a week ago, nothing. And it's been empty ever since. What happened, bro? What happened, dude? Did your dad die? Is that what happened? Let's look at this video. This was posted on the 14th. There's like a security briefing, but no Bibi Netanyahu, no Ben Gvir, just a bunch of goons. I don't even know who the hell these people are. These are genocidal Jews, I know that. But no Bibi. And everyone's looking very tense and awkward, possibly even scared.
המאבק העולמי והאזורי מול איראן, אותו מובילים נשיא ארצות הברית דונלד טראמפ וראש ממשלת ישראל בנימין נתניהו, עולה מדרגה ונכנס לישורת ההכרעה שתימשך ככל שידרש.
By the way, doesn't it sound like they're like about to hock a loogie every time these Jews speak Hebrew? Like it always sounds like they're about to hock a loogie.
אני מברך את הנשיא טראמפ על המכה הקשה שהנחיתה
Hock to a girl.
הלילה צבא ארצות הברית על אי הנפט האיראני.
I don't know what they're saying, but they look like they're shitting their pants right now. They don't look like they're doing well. They don't look like they're winning the war. Not too many smiles here. Did something happen to your leader, bro? So what happened? What happened to Bibi? So it's being reported that the reason why Bibi actually died was because an Indian journalist named Aditya Raj Kaul, I apologize if I'm mispronouncing that name, broadcasted Netanyahu's exact location while broadcasting live. And I guess let's just watch the video.
Right now in one of the locations that was attacked, you can see just behind me Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who has visited this place. This is one of the locations where a deadly attack took place. 9 people were killed, and there were, in fact, more than 25 who were injured out here. You could see Netanyahu, in fact, visiting this particular location out here. And this is the latest that we are picking up in Bet Shemshesh, where, in fact...
That is very interesting, isn't it? So they're saying that Aditya Raj Kaul, this Indian journalist, was arrested. Well, why would they arrest him? This is the same video. They're saying that he was arrested, and this was the last time anyone saw Bibi alive. So, like, this Indian journalist was just doing a report on, the strikes against Israel, and then Bibi just happened to show up. It was completely unplanned, and of course, this journalist is going to point out that, hey, look, there's Bibi. There's Bibi. And then Iran's watching this video going, holy shit, there he is. Is this live? It's live. Punch in the coordinates. Launch missile, launch missile. And that was the end of Bibi. At least that's the hypothesis going on. But what's not a hypothesis is that this journalist was arrested. Why would you arrest him? Why would you arrest him? Well, because he unintentionally got Bibi killed. Now, I'll just say this. It's not this guy. If everything I just said right now is the truth, it's not this guy's fault. Okay, he was just reporting. He wasn't trying to get Bibi killed. He just happened to get Bibi killed. He's just like, we're reporting on this airstrike. You can see all the devastation. Oh, wait a minute, look, there's Bibi. There's Bibi. Oh shit. Were we supposed to put that live on the air? Let's get the fuck out of here, guys. So I'm assuming he got out of there before the airstrike hit Bibi on the head. That's how he's still alive and how he was able to get arrested. But like, imagine if this is all true. It could very well be that this guy is actually the reason why we avoided World War III. And that's what is the point here. Like, I hear a lot of people trying to downplay the importance of Bibi being dead. They're saying, it's not that big of a deal. It's not important whether he's dead or not. No, it is important. It's actually very, very important that he's dead. All of this is happening because Bibi was being investigated for corruption charges before October 7th, aka the Al-Aqsa flood. And in order to avoid prison, he was using war because during times of war, they don't change leadership. Okay, all these criminal charges, all this investigation stuff, that gets put on hold while war is going on. So Bibi was trying to avoid going to prison for corruption, not for committing genocide, not for ethnic cleansing of the Palestinian people, but for corruption, accepting gifts and money in exchange for political favors. And Israel, to their credit, they're a genocidal Jewish supremacist state, but to their credit, they actually do prosecute corrupt politicians in their country. I mean, I tell the truth that they do that. So this whole war with Iran, the second round, this is the second round. The reason why it's happening is because Bibi wants to avoid going to prison. So he needs to keep war going, and he likely would have escalated to World War III just to avoid accountability and being thrown in prison. What a selfish, psychopathic piece of shit. If he's dead, and I hope he's dead, and it's looking like he probably is dead, good riddance to bad rubbish. And this guy, Aditya Raj Cool, I'll call him Cool because he's cool. Whether he intended it or not, and I don't think he intended it, he got this man killed, and it could very well be the case that this man, Raj Cool, is the reason why we avoided World War III. Can you imagine? Can you imagine that? Like this, give this man the Nobel Peace Prize. I mean, the Nobel Peace Prize is already politicized. It means nothing. They gave the Nobel Peace Prize to this whoever the hell it was who supported the genocidal state of Israel. Some Venezuelan politician or activist, whoever, who opposed Maduro but supported Israel and its genocide. What a joke. What a joke the Nobel Peace Prize is. But yeah, it could very well be the case that this guy is the reason why we avoided World War III. So I say, give him it. Here's a little bonus video, though. Let's watch this.
Americans, are you guys hiding this from the whole world, that United States have the best welfare to the Jew families? The men in the Jew family, they don't even need to go to work. They go to church to pray every day. Then they are able to afford over 10 kids in each family, just taking the welfare from the government. You have such good welfare, why don't you tell the whole world? You only tell us you have many homeless people. You don't tell us you have such good welfare to the Jew families. How can I become a Jew? I really want to become a Jew. Cut off my foreskin. Just cut off my whole dick. Make me a Jew. I want to be that superior people in United States. Oh my God.
Oh man, that's so hilarious. So he was watching the Tyler Oliver, whatever his name is, video where he was exposing those welfare queen Jews in New Jersey and in upstate New York. I might be making a reaction video to that in the future. But that's a hilarious video, a little bonus video to go along with the the Bibi stuff. Here's another bonus. Uh, this Major General Yata blah, 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 has been liquidated by an Iranian missile. This is the general that allowed her soldiers to rape Palestinians. Bye, bitch. Bye. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Let's watch this.
And the hits just keep on coming. Confirmed, several U.S. military bases are experiencing internal revolt as huge number of soldiers are refusing to go to the battlefield and die for Israel. Love it. This will have devastating impact on Pentagon and the White House. Internal revolt is the first time to be experienced. Absolutely love it. This is to all you kids over there. Do the same. You don't need to die for this motherfucker. And the hits just...
Yeah, and also it was reported by Colonel Douglas McGregor that I believe it was the Gerald R. Ford, it could be a different carrier, that it was having toilet issues, problems with the plumbing being gummed up. But it was reported by Douglas McGregor. I don't have the video queued up, I wish I did, but he said that his sources from that carrier have told him that there was an internal revolt, a mutiny, and they were taking undershirts, rolling them up, and then stuffing them into the toilets to back them up. And there's also rumors that like there's a fire on one of the aircraft carriers. It could have been struck by an Iranian missile, but there's also rumors that the sailors themselves were the ones who started that fire as a form of mutiny because they did not want to fight this war for Israel, because that is exactly what this war is. It is a war solely for Israel, and the only reason why it's happening is because Jews are bribing and blackmailing our politicians. That's the reason why it's happening. So here's another video.
Formé à la demande de Sa Majesté le Roi
I
Henri
can't
V de la Croix,
understand
sacré
French,
le 29 mars
but
2020.
according to this, the French colonel says that Netanyahu died on March 11th, and the public announcement was scheduled for March 15th. I already talked about that. They didn't end up doing that. Instead, they put out an AI video of Bibi in the coffee shop, which is what this is. So let's just watch the video. So this is saying an app detected that this video is 96.9% likely to be AI and is not genuine. So let's just watch the video. You probably saw this already.
פנטסטי. אתה רוצה לספור את מספר אצבעות? אתה יכול להראות לנו? פה. יפה מאוד. לחיים. אני חושב שלמסר לאנשים שיוצאים ומתאווררים, לצאת להתאוורר, אבל ליד מרחב מוגן. והעמידה שלכם היא מדהימה, נותנת כוח לי.
Okay, so you can see right there, the coffee looks like this is a truncated version of the video, but the coffee is nearly overflowing, but it never spills. So people thought that was extremely suspicious. What I think is extremely suspicious is like it does look just artificial, weird, like the lighting and stuff like that. Like all of that is very off. There's also a guy in the background wearing a mask as if this were during the pandemic era. But also what I noticed was that this makes no sense. Why would Bibi casually go to a coffee shop while his country is being bombed and Iran is trying to kill him? Your country's at war, dude. You're trying to tell me that you have time to just kind of go to a coffee shop and buy a coffee and chill for a little bit? You'd think that he could just send someone else to buy him coffee instead. I mean, it's like he really has time to do all this? I don't think so. That doesn't make any sense to me. I don't think he would just be chilling at a coffee shop buying coffee. I think this is fake. Another bonus video, massive protests are spreading in Tel Aviv and all over Israel. Protesters are setting the streets on fire and they're heading towards government buildings. CNN's not reporting on this. Not looking good for Israel, is it? So Alex Jones, of course, is going to chime in with his own 2 cents. I'm not sure I really agree with what he's going to say here, but let's listen anyway.
So the official Israeli government PR account, similar to the White House press secretary, said last night they cannot verify where Netanyahu is. There's been reports about that. That's everywhere. And then you've got this weird video that comes out that does look like AI. Just looks fake on his face. We know they've been targeting the main command base that Netanyahu basically stays in. But at the same time, that thing's got so many levels below it, it's hard to believe even a U.S. 30,000-pound bomb could get down all those levels. But I got to tell you, Netanyahu came to power and stayed in power, getting Yitzhak being killed. That's on record. That his party did that. There's a big fight with him over there, and they want to get rid of him. The majority of the government does. So he could be dead, and if he is dead, I don't think it's the Iranians. I think it's going to end up being the Israelis, and we'll just say the Iranians did it. A lot of weirdness going on right now. But he could pop back up tomorrow. So it's all speculation. But you got to ask, if he turns out to be dead, did the Israelis do it? Will they blame Iran? We'll just need to break this all down. So stay with us right here. Real Shows on next.
Okay, so first of all, say it, don't spray it, dude. Like, I can actually see his spit on the video. It's kind of gross, dude. I don't know, man. Like, you're trying to say that his own people killed him and they're gonna blame Iran for it. If that were the case, I think they would have done it sooner. And also, what would be the point of that? Like, they're already at war with Iran. Like, what more would they be able to do? Like, try to bomb them more? They can't. They can only bomb them to the degree that they're already bombing them. If they wanted to bomb them more, they would have done that. Like, there isn't really any point to this. I mean, Bibi Netanyahu is also deeply unpopular in Israel. Also within government, there's opposition to him that really hate him. I mean, that's the theory that Alex Jones is trying to put forth here, but I don't think this is the case because I just don't see how Israel really benefits from this, or like, even if the opposition were responsible for it, and I don't see how they could, how would they benefit from it if they blame it on Iran? Like, I'm not buying this. Scott Ritter has a much better take and analysis on this. We'll be watching his video regarding this, but yeah, I don't really think that this is a false flag. Iran realizing the entire world has no problem with them bombing Israel. I like this. He's like, all right. It's true. Everyone hates the Jewish state for all the raping and the killing they've been doing. Fuck them. So apparently there was a new video. So this was released today, March 16th. I guess Israel released yet another fake AI video, and Jackson Hinkle explains why it was fake. And says, if only you could make AI to make Iranian missiles disappear too. Very cool disappearing ring. Let's see. There's the ring. And then the ring's gone. Ring visible. There it is. And then it disappears magically. Glitch in the Matrix, maybe? And there's a guy wearing a mask, like this is COVID times. Really? Really, dude? Is he wearing the same outfit that he did in the coffee shop video? I can't even remember. Doesn't matter. Everything else is fake. So, it's not looking good for Bibi. His son was gone for over a week when he was posting like 50 billion times a day. And now, nothing. So this guy's saying, according to my reliable sources, Bibi Netanyahu, this was posted today, by the way, March 16th. Bibi actually died 7 days ago. The two subsequent public appearances on camera appeared to be fabricated, likely using advanced deepfake technology. Apparently, it's not really that advanced. I mean, like his teeth are disappearing in one, he has 6 fingers in another. And AI, Grok tried to say, oh, that was an optical illusion. But now Grok is even saying this is AI crap. Israeli authorities are expected to attribute his death to natural causes and make an official announcement in the coming days to maintain stability. Yeah, I think that's a more likely outcome because what Alex Jones is saying, he's all into his fake conspiracies. There's real conspiracies going on, but Alex Jones peddles in a lot of fake conspiracies that don't make any sense. His analysis is not very good. So let's listen to an analysis that's a lot better. Let's listen to what Scott Ritter has to say about Bibi.
Okay, now you're forcing me to answer the question. Darn you, Savvy. I think he's either dead or severely injured. Why wouldn't they say that? Because it's not that they're going to replace him. His coalition is hanging on by a thread. This war was a war of deception of not just of the United States, but also of Israel. Benjamin Netanyahu is not the most popular leader in Israel. People need to remember before all of this started, before October 7th, you had hundreds of thousands of Israelis in the street marching, demanding he be removed from office because he was trying to change the laws of Israel so that he couldn't be held accountable for the corruption. And Israelis were saying, no, you don't get to change the foundational element of Israeli law, well, they don't have a constitution, how the court system works, et cetera. You don't get to appoint judges so that they don't put you in jail. And yet that's what he was doing. He's a corrupt individual. He's a fundamentally corrupt individual, one of the most corrupt people out there. And yet some people say he cooked the books on October 7th to stay in power. That, how do you not know this was happening? Why are your response times so slow? But it was necessary to create an emergency to say, you need me, the security man. I'm the security guy. We now have a security crisis. Forget about all that judge stuff. Now it's security. And then Hamas beat the crap out of him. Scott, Gaza got fought. Israel's supposed to be this most powerful military in the world. And they didn't beat Hamas. Hamas is still there. You guys do know that, right? Hamas is still there. They're still under the ground. They can fight if they want to. Israel didn't beat them. Israel just committed genocide, which is what Israel does. So what did this guy do? He then expanded the war into Lebanon. And now you need me. See, yes, Gaza's a mess. It's a disaster. Hamas, we can't be, but now you need me to defeat Hezbollah. So he moves into that phase. Then you need him to defeat Syria and all this, and everything's looking good, but then it stopped looking good. And so he took it to the last step he could take it, Iran. This is a war about Netanyahu's political viability, but not him, just his little tiny little coalition of the right-wing Nazis. Ben Gvir, Smotrich, and others. If Netanyahu's dead or wounded, this coalition falls apart. And that's the end of Greater Israel. That's the end of this whole Greater Israel experiment. And so the people in power right now can't tell the truth about what's happening to Netanyahu. Because if he's dead, their coalition will collapse. There's a whole bunch of moderates out there, conservatives who despise Benjamin Netanyahu, who will make a move to fill the gap. There's no Israeli politician with the resume of Netanyahu, with the charisma of Netanyahu within Israel. He's a man who has, basically, hypnotized the United States. I mean, how else do you explain all those standing ovations in Congress to a man who's a mass murderer? But I think that that this isn't about him being replaced by somebody worse than him. This is about his coalition collapsing. This is about the people who are in power refusing to yield power, and because they're now in the fight of their life right now with Iran. They gambled and they have lost, and so I think there's just a lot of stuff happening inside Israel right now that isn't for the good. Because if Netanyahu's dead, you get a collapse in confidence of the government at a time when Israel is showing that that life is unsustainable in Israel. And what happens when Israelis start fleeing? when they start emptying the homeland, when they start returning to where they came from, that's the end of Israel. And so I think there's something going on here. I can't say exactly what, but there's something going on here that's about sustaining the notion that Netanyahu continues to be a viable political leader, because that is absolutely essential for the greater Israeli project. And it's essential not just for Israel, but for the United States. We're the ones who brought the Abraham Accords into being. We're the ones that convinced the Gulf Arab states to get on the knee and surrender to this notion of greater Israel. And that whole concept is falling apart. Donald Trump, again, he's literally in a state of panic right now. You can see it in his tweets. I'm not a shrink. I didn't spend the time in college to learn how to be a psychoanalyst, but I'm pretty good at reading words, and I'm pretty good at ascertaining intent. And when you take a look at the content of the social posts that he's been putting out, this is a man who's 100% in a panic. He is panicked because nothing's going right. Everything's going wrong. And he's looking at the entire Trump legacy collapsing. He's desperate for a solution. But what happens if Netanyahu dies? He knows what happens. The whole house of cards comes collapsing down. And it could be the end. Go ahead.
So I think that pretty much says it all. I'll conclude by saying that if Israel is willing to go to this extent to lie about something so monumentally important, like their fucking leader being dead, to the point of where they are making fake AI videos to pretend like he's still alive, it should make you think about all the other things that they are obviously lying about in regards to this war and everything that happened before. These are perpetual pathological liars. Like, holy shit, dude. You lie so much to the point of where you even make AI videos to pretend like someone is still alive when he's already fucking dead. And for what? Because it makes Israel look like it's losing the war. So it allows the Likud party, which by the way is just a relabeling of Irgun, which is a Jewish terrorist group. It's so that it could allow Likud to hold on to power desperately, clinging on to power and the last vestiges of it because they know that they're losing it. And Ben Gvir might also be dead. I've been hearing some contradictory things about Ben Gvir, but I haven't seen him. And if anyone's seen him, it might also be AI. Like, I don't know. It doesn't look good for the genocidal Jewish state. That's all I gotta say about that. But what do you think about it? Post in the comments section about Bibi. See ya.